Hey there, how's it going everybody? Today I'm going to be sharing with you just how easy it is to propagate lavender from cuttings using honey. That's right, I said honey. Honey's been touted for quite some time as being a highly effective, all-natural rooting hormone. So first things first, I'm just going around the top of this lavender bush and taking off 6 to 8 inch cuttings. It's very important when you take your cuttings for propagation that you choose the most healthy specimen available to you. It's also important to take your cuttings before the lavender begins to bloom. And even though we're here in the winter time here in California, Zone 9B, the lavender's still got this beautiful green foliage going. That's because this is an evergreen plant. Now, even in some of the more colder climates, lavender can be grown as a perennial, as it's cold hardy all the way down to minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Some of the main reasons I love the lavender is because it's not only drought tolerant, which can be important here in California, but it also works well as a pest deterrent, as the essential oils in the plant deter some of the more pesky insects that may come around. The plant can also be made into an incense, essential oil. It even has some edible qualities that I'll be getting into more in depth in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so we got all our cuttings here, and I gotta tell you, it smells wonderful. And as you can see, like I had mentioned, I've got 6 to 8 inch cuttings here, and I'll be using a couple 5-gallon garden pots to stick these cuttings in, allowing them time to root. You could also accomplish this by just sticking your cuttings into a mound of soil, or directly in your garden, or even in some sand. So now I'm just going to get my honey ready in this convenient little shot glass. Here we go. Now all there is to do is just strip off the bottom leaves, allowing a few leaves to remain on top. The leaves on top are going to aid in photosynthesis, where the plant captures sunlight and converts that into energy, allowing it to grow quicker. Now that I've stripped off all the side growth, you can see where the nodes lie underneath. Now I'm just going to make a cut, bringing the cutting down to size, just below the last node. Then a quick dip in the honey, and you're good to go. But wait, before I stick this cutting in the soil, because it has that rooting hormone on it, it's a good idea to make an indentation with either your finger or a stick. That way we won't rub away all that rooting hormone as the cutting is pushed into the soil. Now I'm just going to repeat this process, spacing these cuttings about an inch or two away from each other. This is really just stage 1 of the process. Once these cuttings begin to root, I can then separate them out to their own individual pots. Alright, so we're looking good here. All that's left to do now is go ahead and water these cuttings in. It's important to note that the process we use today to strike these lavender cuttings can also be applied to most semi-hardwood cuttings. You know it's a semi-hardwood cutting when it's not fresh new green growth, but it's also not woody and barky. It'll be flexible, but it'll still snap if overpressured. Shrubs such as this rosemary, as well as this trailing rosemary growing out of this whiskey barrel here, the ceanothus, and also this hebe plant, all produce semi-hardwood growth that can be taken as cuttings and propagated the same exact way. Now from here, I'm going to be sliding these pots into my greenhouse as we're still in the winter time, as those cuttings now should enjoy a bit of humidity. And although it's not necessary, you can accomplish the same thing by putting a loose plastic bag over the top, or by using a plastic humidity dome of some sort. You could also use something like this 5-gallon water jug. Seems that many people have at least one of these lying around somewhere. And all you got to do is just cut off the bottom and put it over your plants. Alright, well that's it for now everybody. Thanks for watching, and as always, I hope this video finds you and finds you well, out in your garden and out in the world, planting more abundance in your life. Take care everybody, I'll be talking to you again soon.